Two members of Team BYU on the Peyton Manning College Bowl Trivia Show with us here in Studio B. First of all, congratulations on being selected for such a prestigious event. Pretty cool. Ben Potter and Franny King, great to have you here in Studio C.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
How in the world did this even come about? How did you get the invitation and the opportunity to do this?
So we're part of the Quiz Bowl team here at BYU. We practice every week and have competitions from time to time. So they reached out to us through that, told us about the show, and asked if we were interested, and obviously we were. It was an awesome opportunity.
I was going to say, how many milliseconds did it take you to accept this invite? Because this is a big deal on NBC tomorrow.
Definitely, yeah. I was super excited. I was the one that got the call, and I was freaking out. Obviously, we didn't know if we were actually going to make it on the show, but we were very excited.
Yeah.
And how do you practice Quiz Bowl, Franny? What is a practice like for the Quiz Bowl team?
So we used to meet together in the Mazer building, but these days we gather on Zoom and we pull up a packet. Someone decides that they want to read it, and then we split into two teams. We pull up buzzin.live and everyone, buzzes in on their phone when they know the answer to a question.
Now, is it Slumdog Millionaire style where it's like, hopefully my life experience has given me some of these answers, or is it like there's a range of topics that you can sort of study and have a little semblance of what's going on here? How does that work?
I feel that Quiz Bowl requires studying for Quiz Bowl as opposed to just drawing in your life experience. Of course, that comes into play and that can help you, but Quiz Bowl requires a specific kind of preparation.
Okay.
And how do you specify that? Because it feels like, are there a range of topics they give you and then you study off that? Because it feels like, you could have any question about any topic.
Yeah, it kind of is. But it's generally stuff that you'll learn in school. So like we kind of have our own specialties, just what interests us. We have someone who loves history. I study a lot of literature. And then we're both biology majors or microbiology majors. So like we kind of are well-rounded and we just study what we would learn in school.
You can't have like a sports nerd on the team because that's only one category.
You
need one.
You need a sports nerd.
You need one.
At a minimum.
Okay, one.
Okay.
So maybe one of us, if we were an undergrad, could qualify. Yeah.
And a microbiology major for that matter. That's never gonna happen.
We did broadcasting.
Yeah.
We didn't even have any science and math.
Ben Potter and Franny King with us on BYU Sports Nation. I think everybody wants to know, how are the Mannings behind the scenes as you do and compete in a show like this?
They're awesome. They're such cool people, super nice, super genuine. And for me personally, I grew up in Colorado, and so I was in high school during the glory days when Peyton Manning was leading our team. So he's my favorite football player of all time. So it was a huge opportunity, a dream come true to meet him. And they were super nice.
As a Denver guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And Cooper Manning, his sense of humor is the same off stage as it is on stage.
How much interaction did you have with them in the league? Was it just like for a few moments when you got to the actual show, or did you have prep time with them before? How did that work?
A few glorious moments offset. They came over to talk to us.
I love that. Hopefully this is more glorious than that. Franny, let's talk about you. You're from Pennsylvania and you speak a gajillion languages. How many do you speak and what are they?
Well, I speak them at varying levels, but I'd say my Danish is coming along, and I work really hard on my Mandarin. But the other languages, I've just barely started, so got a lot of work to do on my Turkish.
Turkish sounds...
As do most of us.
Tell Elijah Bryant, he's a BYU basketball player playing over there. Yeah. And then, no, I'm not asking you to talk in Turkish, but you can if you want. And that is so impressive. And then you actually worked in China?
Yeah, I took a job there when I was 19. It's a STEM job where you go to different schools and you build robots with them. You just bring materials and the kids get to play
normal
with
experience that we all relate to. Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. That's very cool. What a great experience.
Okay, so when you're in the heat of competition, obviously nerves are super high. So if and when one of you answers a question wrong on your team. Not saying you ever answered a question wrong because we have no idea what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen.
That hasn't happened yet.
But if one of you answers a question wrong, how do you handle that emotionally?
There's a couple outbursts, both in the positive and negative reactions.
But yeah, it helped that we know each other. We've been competing with each other for a long time. So there definitely were moments where you're like, oh no, I've made a big mistake. And then your teammates there to just be like, it's fine.
Yeah.
We got the next question.
Next question.
I was gonna say, in any group, you need chemistry. How does a Quiz Bowl team gain team chemistry? How does that work?
We kind of have an awareness of each other's interests, so we kind of lean into the other person and say, this is your time to shine for a certain kind of question. But
Yeah, sometimes there'd be a question, and I know that Franny is going to know this, so I just look to her, and she gives me the answer. Or I know Craig's going to know it. So I think it just comes from practicing together. We've been practicing and playing together for like 2 years now.
2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about this too. When people get nervous, you can get into fight or flight mode, and sort of this general knowledge that you, or a very specific thing you may know, may escape you, right? How did you keep that under control under the bright lights?
I think it kind of brought out the best of us, honestly. Like we, I guess we were just lucky to have that reaction. But when you're in the heat of the moment, I think it made our minds work a little faster. And,
Nice.
And it worked out for us, yeah.
You had the adverse reaction, which can be, no, I was honed in.
For
Yeah,
sure.
that's great.
I know you can't tell us what happened per se. That's part of the deal of the contract.
Yeah, a
that you
little
signed.
NDA there.
But can you give us a tease to help everybody want to watch tomorrow when you take on Team Washington? What are we going to experience tomorrow when we watch this?
Cosmo will be there.
Oh, nice!
Cosmo is in the
He's in the house.
That's
He
a
showed
stamp
up.
of approval if I ever needed one.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
But yeah, it's a super fun show. I think everyone's going to love playing along at home. It's a little more fast-paced than some other quiz shows, so it's really intense, really fun. And who doesn't love the Manning brothers? Like getting to see them joke around, that was a lot of fun.
Do you have to answer like Jeopardy style? What is?
No, this one's a little different. Just a straight answer.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the
It's
Manning
family
TV
friendly.
week.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, family friendly. Well, that's what we go for here at BYU team. And BYU. Yeah, this is the Manning week. We got Eli's Places, came to campus, right, released,
There
and
we
then
go.
and then this. It's the Manning week.
It is the Manning week.
Are you fun to play games with, like on a Sunday night with the fam, or are you too good at that and you dominate?
No one, I don't know.
Yeah, it's best for my wife to answer that probably.
Is there a game you're not good at? How about that?
Well, yeah, definitely there are. But we do have a few copies of Trivial Pursuit at home that I love to break out every now and then.
What are your favorite versions of those?
The more recent ones. There's some that are really old and really obscure and all the movies from the 60s and stuff.
Yeah,
So
it's
I like
gonna
the
be
more
hard.
recent stuff.
Yes. Okay. Love it.
9 Eastern tomorrow, NBC. You can watch our BYU. We're going to call you the BYU Sports Nation Quiz Bowl team. Is that cool?
We're with you on this.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Is that
Yeah, you
okay?
rep us too.
Okay,
Yeah.
even though you've already done it, like we're just going to throw our hat in the ring with you guys. Is that
That's great.
I want to be attached to more smart people, so yeah, we're with
Okay,
you.
well, and typically when guests come on the show, we give BYU Sports Nation karma, and then you take that karma and it turns into something great.
We've never done it in this way.
In
where
retrospect,
it's already been
right?
recorded.
So
Yeah,
for that
exactly.
show, but we can still give you the karma to do whatever you want in future endeavors and opportunities that arise. So we're gonna give you the karma anyway. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, and if someone's watching that's like, oh, I want to be on the team, I'm a BYU student, how do they connect with you?
So we have a Facebook page, just BYU Quiz Bowl, that you can look at. We'll post on there about when we're meeting. We meet every week, and hopefully, we can get back to meeting in person now and having some fun.
Awesome.
Ben from Grand Junction, Colorado, and Franny from Milford, Pennsylvania. Great to have you on the show. Thanks for hanging out.
Coming
Thank
on.
you.
Thank you.
Good luck.